What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Yesterday you guys saw us feeding some really picky eyelash vipers, which actually turned out not to be a picky eyelash viper video because 4 of the 5 of them were absolutely a freaking breeze. That's the remains that you guys are seeing on the table. I'm trying to film multiple content videos for you guys, make sure the stuff gets out there, making bangers on bangers on bangers. So if you guys missed that eyelash viper video, check it out over here. And then the day before that, we actually fed up some Acanthopus rugosus, which is the rough scale death adders. If you haven't checked that video, I recommend checking it out as well, linked right here. All right, now straight up into today's video. Now it's generally not an often thing for you to hear people struggling with colubrids, but with these 3 king snakes, I'm telling you guys, it is a hassle. So we're going to be going over some techniques to get these guys established. What's up guys, welcome back to another video, making bangers on bangers on bangers. Now I picked these guys up for a real bargain because yesterday you guys saw us feeding some really picky eyelash vipers. When you're doing this, you really want to make sure that they latch onto that pinky, which actually turned out not to be a picky eyelash viper video because with these 3 king snakes, I'm telling you guys, it is a hassle. So we're going to be going over some techniques to get these guys established. Everything about this just screams beautiful. And it's actually these 3 little guys right over here. A nice little Durango mountain king snake. These guys are so pretty. I mean, I understand the desire. I mean, look at these things. They're absolutely beautiful. Now, I picked these guys up for a real bargain because they're unestablished, and the original breeder, he was really having a hard time establishing them. So now it's up to me. So this is going to be the first one we tackle. I'll actually show you them all because, man, they're super beautiful. I almost think it's time that we do a little bit of a colubrid collection update because as you guys have probably seen, I really started growing fascinated with colubrids, and we've got a few nice colubrids in as of late. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to share that with you guys. Here's a little Arizona. These guys are also just so beautiful. I mean, just look at that. Now, they're a decent size for snakes that were struggling to feed. They look very, very healthy, but I assume that's because of some intervention that the original breeder did, perhaps forcing, assisting. I'm not too sure what method he used, but today we're going to be trying something that I haven't ever done with colubrids before, but we'll see how that works out. But obviously you guys are going to have to stay tuned and watch the video to see what that is. All right, and this beautiful individual here, the last little Durango, is going to be the last one on the list. I mean, just look at these things. They are absolutely beautiful. My camera's not even picking it up, but it's kind of like ghosting out here. I mean, from red patterning to no reds in between there, and then going back to red and then black and then red again. I mean, everything about this just screams beautiful. All right, and the very first technique we're going to be trying is essentially boiling the pinkies, right? So this was a technique that I heard of from a friend of mine called Arjan Koenen. He's a very, very renowned coloubridae breeder there in the Europes, and this was something that he recommended that he does. The only thing is, if you do feed pinkies kind of boiled, you want to make sure that you feed very often because it digests a lot quicker in their system. So, all right, let's see how this works for us. Obviously, the original owner of these, he did try all the conventional methods, which would include blacking out the tub, scenting, XYZ. So, I don't know. Let's see how this goes. I don't see any interest. Might have to annoy this guy a little bit, get him to bite on. Well, we've got him annoyed. So hopefully from annoyed we can get aggression and then bite, because bite is what we're ending up needing here. Come on, guy. No distinct interest yet. I'm wondering if it's warm enough. Yeah, that should be warm enough. I mean, that is warm. All right, let's see. We'll maybe use a little bit more of a slower approach. I hope you guys can see nicely on camera. It's quite a tedious process. All right, now that is absolutely zero success there. And, it is getting desperate. They still look healthy, but you want to try and keep them looking healthy. So, yeah, the situation is getting a little desperate. I think what I'm going to try to do is just assist this little guy, get him to bite on, not force, again, just assist. So forcing is where you physically put the pinky all the way down the gullet. Assisting is where you just inert the pinky as I'm going to do now. And then that usually results in a feed. We'll see how this goes. And I've never attempted anything like this. All right. So when you're doing this, you really want to make sure that they latch onto that pinky and that it kind of gets stuck in their teeth, and then you're kind of praying that a feeding response kicks in. Yeah, this is going to be fun. I can see. Can't imagine it being difficult than a cutis or death adders or something, but it looks like I'm a little bit out of my waters here. Let's see how this goes. Wait a minute, I've got an idea. All right, so that pinky is obviously now drenched in the snake scent. I mean, we've even got the snake's mouth over the pinky head and everything. So what if we try now and say take that pinky that's stenching of snake and try offer it to one of the other king snakes. I'm wondering if the previous owner actually did try scenting with other snakes. I'm very much considering getting in a few baby corn snakes and then actually giving them some corn snakes so that you just can eat a whole proper meal, because to my understanding they've been fed pinky heads via assist this whole time. I would love nothing more for them than to have a full belly meal. If I can just get them to bite, which is proving a lot more difficult than I would have thought. Yeah, no, this is a horrible exercise. In every form of the word, there's no reason why these guys shouldn't be eating whole pinkies. What a tedious process. Now, I have obviously tried live in overnight with them in the tubs. I have tried live with them in a black tub. All of these have shown little success. Well, I'm saying little success, but all of these methods have shown absolutely zero success. So I can't really even say little success. So what I'm actually thinking of doing now is, instead of just putting the mouth in there, I'm going to see if I can go a little deeper with the pinky, really get these guys going. I really want these guys to make it, you know. Well, we've got what I'd consider a nice bite, but I would like for this to go in a little deeper if this guy would allow me. You know, I've done this with so many venomous snakes. I would imagine this being easier with a non-venomous, but for some reason it's absolutely ridiculously difficult. Alright, so what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be putting the pinky in a little deeper at first, very much to what you guys are seeing me doing here now. And you really want to be careful when you're doing this, right? Because you don't want to end up injuring the snake in any way, because this is a very stressful process for the snake, right? Guys need to understand that this is not a fun exercise for the individual that you're trying to do this with. Right now, that's fairly deep in there, as you guys can see. So I'm going to see what success this holds, if any at all. All right, well, it's still in his mouth, so this might be for the win. So let's see where this goes. Now all we're doing is we're waiting for a feeding response to kick in. Once that feeding response kicks in, he should be able to swallow this meal with absolute zero problems. All right, so while we're actually waiting for that little Durango mountain to start, I'm actually going to try exactly what I did there with this Arizona. I think I gave up a little bit too early there. But let's see how this goes. It's a bigger snake, so it should theoretically be a little easier. Let's see how it goes. So again, you just want to gently open up that mouth. Oh, this guy's a little more stronger. It's really difficult holding these small squirmy snakes because you're trying to be as gentle as possible and not damage them, but also you got to kind of be firm to actually hold them. So, you know, it's like a catch-22, I guess. All right, so here we go. Gently open up the mouth. All right, it's biting, and then you want to kind of press a little bit, get it deeper in there. Feel the deeper in one, better success. So we're just going to continue trying that. I wish I know where all my apparatuses are, so that would make this super easy because I got the fattest freaking fingers. I can just find my apparatus I usually use when I have to do this. We would have been done by now. All right, I'm just going to try once more like this. I still don't think that's in deep enough. It might be. It might very well be. And now it's just going to be a waiting game to see if a feeding response is going to kick in, and if it does, if this method's going to actually be successful moving forward. I do have something else that I still want to try a different day. If this doesn't work, that is a lot less invasive, but we'll see how this goes first. All right, now I actually want to try feed the last little Durango. Right, let's go. So for this guy, I don't have a whole pinky dethawed at the moment. I've got what's left of a pinky that I used for yesterday's video with the eyelash viper. So the hind quarters are severed. But this should still be a very decent meal for this guy. So let's see first if I can't get him to actually just try and attack it himself. Alright, so again, I'm going to from the get-go put the pinky in a little bit deeper. It seems like the success is a lot higher with that. So come on. Come on. Getting their mouth open is surprisingly harder than I would have expected. I've never had to go into these measures with colubrids, so it's a very new process to me. But apparently it's very common for people to actually run into issues with these guys due to the size of them when they're hatched, which isn't really too small. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, we've got it. Wow, this guy's really biting. He's really biting. Like, I'm not even holding that. He's really biting onto this little pinky. Alright, well, let's see. Yeah, if you're biting that hard, you might as well just eat it, my guy. Okay, well, yeah. Now it's back to the waiting game. We'll see what success this amounts to. I started the video way too late, but it has phenomenal success for this little Arizona, who's finishing up his little pinky now as we speak. But that's freaking good news. Sorry, I left the snake room for a minute just to go get a glass of water, and then when I came back, this guy was basically done. Man, it was so fast. How unfortunate. But yeah, he's taking this meal down really well. So assist feeding is successful with him, which is great news. Although I want to still try find a little more of a hands-off way of getting them going than having to assist feed. But nonetheless, very happy with how it turned out so far. At least that to me says that these guys can get established. They're not a lost cause, so fantastic news. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for checking in. So from Mahon Exotics, you guys know I love you. You guys know I appreciate you. And I'll check you out again in the next one. Bye-bye.